It's your boy Ragnarok coming from server 200. If you haven't already, go ahead and thumbs a like, smack a like, backhand a like, elbow a like. Just go ahead and get those likes up. And if you don't mind, please subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and I will make sure that we have more exclusive content coming down the pipe like this. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ragnarok coming from server 200, and we got another top 10 edition coming at you guys. Now this one is a little different. The last one was the top 10 players from anywhere, any type of server grouping, but there was one major indicator that had everything going in that top 10 server grouping, and that was everyone had already finished season 5. So I started wondering. I said, let me look at players outside that are still either in season 5 or haven't begun season 5. So this is gonna, free it up, but also give some love to those other players. Another thing I wanted to make sure I told you guys is, I'm only looking at total hero power. That is different than individual power. I read some of the comments. Some people were saying like, hey, this guy has 800 power, and I was, more or less just saying like, guys, that is not total hero power. That's a little different. So want to make sure we are big on knowing that information when looking at this. And last but not least, like I said, only looking at servers that are still either in season 5. So that would actually be starting at servers 677 and going up. So you're going to actually see a couple guys here that are actually in season 4. That's how strong they are, and they're going to make the top 10. So it's going to be incredible. Last but not least, this couldn't work without me actually getting into the server Discord. There is a coordinates list that I'm going to actually drop down here below, and massive shout out to those guys running the coordinates list Discord. So I'm gonna make sure that is in the description, or at least in the bio here, so you guys have the ability to join, collaborate. They have 3 through 2100 servers there, almost all of the servers, which is just incredible. That's the only way I was able to get all these. So if you guys need to go ahead and get coordinates, those are the people. They have all the VIP 18s, all the cool people. You go ahead and check that out. Let's go ahead and get into the top 10, and let's go. All right, let's get into the top 10, guys, just like I told you. So just a really quick reminder, the coordinates for people that are up in 677 or higher is going to be people that are still in season 5. To be exact, 677, they're actually right that week 6 marker. So these guys are still fighting, as you guys can see, into season 5. There's going to be some people even on this list, they're going to be in season 4, they're that strong. So it's going to be super cool to see. But you know what? We need to get into our top 10 ranking. The very top 10 at the very top here is Progress Baby. All right, let's look at it. Progress Baby. Now, I believe they had a name change at one point. I believe it was Just Daddy. So you can see that almost the Nine Tails, referencing the Pokemon wolf type of thing, or Fox. I believe that is the name, because also if you were to look at the VIP 18 name, I believe the name of Progress Baby, just double checking here, is the Internal Flame of Kitsune. Kitsune is referencing the name Fox in, I believe, Japanese. Now, I could be wrong, but, just doing a little bit of research. Please, people out there, go ahead and correct me. Let's go ahead and look at their total hero power, because, hey, they're the top 10 strongest at this point in this ranking. So 502 THP just gets you into that top 10 spot. It's just incredible what that type of strength barely gets you into the top 10 spot at this point in the game. So much, flowers to Progress Baby, or if it's Just Daddy or whoever you are. It looks like you have a pretty, pretty cool litany of people you've played with as well. And yeah, very cool whatsoever. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 9. All right, let's get into number 9, the one, the only, from server 827. Holdout 22. All right, if you guys don't know this, Holdout and I had a great interview, so I actually know Holdout personally. He's just a great guy. At least great interviewee. He was just so humble. He talked about so many players that, he's played with, coming in over here at 511 THP. the number 9 spot. But Holdout's just a great guy. I think the name of his base is the Wolf of Winterfell. As you can see, my man likes himself the Wolf. So no problems there. Love to see the base. What an awesome base, and just unbelievable strength coming in at number 9. Let's go ahead and check out number 8. Let's go. All right, let's get into number 8. We're going to 903. Check out the 903 K clan, and I say K because a lot of these folks do have a K in the front of their name, but they're obviously Korean, and I don't know the names of any of this, but this is a really cool VIP 18, almost this Care Bear looking type of teddy bear with the Infinity Gauntlet on, with all the Infinity Stones. Love to see it. And if you look, actually at their VIP design, very, very cool. It had Lucius as well as Stepman fighting, almost like a Iron Man type of design that's on the throne, and quickly gets turned into this Iron Man type of design, which I really, really like. So when we look at this from a strength level, unbelievable strength coming in at that number 8, 8th place here with 515. We just had Holdout at 511. We're at 515. We're slowly moving up, and just really cool to see. I don't know much about this player at server 903 with that type of power. Just criminally insane. So love to see it. Let's go ahead and check out number 7. Let's go. All right, let's keep it going. Coming in at number 7 on here is going to be Timeless Queen. Still doesn't look like they have the base, or they just don't want to show it off. These bases do take a long time, but Timeless Queen is one of these players that just has incredible strength. 526 THP. I do remember, I believe, Holdout telling me about this player, because I think they have fought each other quite a bit, Timeless Queen and both Holdout. So, pretty even in the strength THP, but looks like Timeless Queen just edges out Holdout. Maybe that's going to spur him on to go ahead and keep on growing there. But unbelievable to see. I don't know much about this server. It looks like pretty much an international server that has quite a bit of Koreans, but awesome to see with Timeless Queen coming in at the number 7 marker at 526 THP. Let's go with Timeless Queen, and let's keep on going from there, and I will see you guys with number 6. Let's keep it going, guys. Number 6 coming down the pipe is going to be from 857. Now, is this name or is it 0? You tell me in the comments. I have no idea. But guys, look at that base. This black tank that is just like a super tank, right? I just love the glow of this with the Super Saiyan effect. I really enjoy this base from just a very, very traditionalist concept. Very basic, but I really classy. I wonder if they run tanks as a main. How hilarious would that be if they don't, right? Let's go and check out their THP here as we get into this. I'm looking at, what is this, 529 THP. So we're slowly going up. We had 526 with Timeless Queen. We now have 529 with the 0 or the whatever you guys want to call it. Very cool to see. This guy is just getting back, riding his tank, as you like to see this. Timu, whoever that might be. Love to see it. Guys, we're entering the top 5. Let's go and check that out now. Let's go. All right, guys, top 5 coming at you. And for me, this is where it gets really, really interesting. For folks that are already post season 5 or know what season 5 looks like, guys, what does this look like? This looks like season 4. This is crazy to get a top 5 player in the game, at this point in the game. And none other than Bevins is coming from 1157. This is wild, the strength of this guy at a top 5 player at this point in the game. 1157, you're potentially a top 20 player in the game. This is wild. So just looking at this 550 THP. So just to recap, 6 you had 529. A 20 increased THP gets you over to that top 5 spot. So this is where it gets really interesting, and Bevins is leading the way. The Banana Man, the Welsh Dragon, if you will. Very interesting to see. I wish I had the VIP base up, but hey, I didn't tell any of these people that I was doing this. Just wanted to jump in and give everyone, just a very objective information of, who are the strong players. So we got the top 5. Let's check out what's going to come in action for the top 4. Let's go. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Number 4 is Friesen, or is it Friesen? I have no clue, but how cool is this base, guys? I love that. I really do. I guess this base is called the Guardian of the Supreme Deity. Very, very cool. Now, how strong is this player? Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. All right, total hero power 551, just edging out Bevins. I mean, Bevins was 550. This is 551. Is this a Diggler? Is this the old YouTube player, one of his accounts as well? That's kind of cool, but had no clue. But no, as we're just doing this, very cool to have such an insane strength profile right here at 975 for your actual server count. And a very, very cool base indeed. This is going to get really tight as we're starting to look at the top 3, but hey, we're getting close. Let's take a look. Let's go. All right, guys, top 3 coming at you. And again, we're back in season 4. That's how strongly insane these people are. And we're going with a player that a lot of players have probably heard of. Lord of War, Nephisto. Now, this is another YouTuber, YouTube ran by Smitty himself. I've talked to both these guys. They're just awesome to talk to offline. They've just been super nice to me. So massive shout out to you guys and your YouTube channel. But more importantly, let's go ahead and take a look at their strength. So when we're going to go ahead and look at this, total hero power 554. That gets you at the 3rd spot. Friesen or whatever you were was 551. And now we're at 554, just a 3 THP gap between them gets you that 3rd spot. But more importantly, Warzone is 1130. And I know that my man Nephisto definitely has more than one account. So I'm wondering, is this your original account? I don't know, obviously, but this is just incredibly cool. And I love the dragon and the sword and this internal flame of fire type of thing. So very cool indeed, but it gets me curious. Who's going to be the top 2? Let's go. Let's check it out. All right, guys, number 2. Gosh, this is so close. It literally came down with like 150,000. That's how strong this came in. Not even a million. So this one is going to go to the player that's on 705. Looks like Swift running on a horse, right, guys? But very cool indeed. 705 server. I don't want to just butcher the name. I'm assuming it's Kujan or Kogan, depending on how you their background. I'm assuming maybe this is an Arabic player, but very cool. Just a man riding a horse, just living his life. Nothing wrong with that. But more importantly, guys, 555 THP in server 705. Still looks like they're doing season 5 stuff, so very fun. Looks like they're getting set up. Good luck to them, but there can be only one player. Let's go find out who's number 1. Let's go. All right, number 1 takes us to 909, and I think this does it justice, just because Kujan, that was in the other servers, was so close, but they were in the 700s. This is 200 servers later, and just edged them out. This beautiful, cute little otter here, getting some missiles out. Very cool. Definitely seen them in Winter Storm. Big fan of this. Let's look at their THP. I told you, barely edging them out. 555 THP, 273. I think Kujan was like 100 and something, so less than 150,000 really separated these guys. And this is the number 1 player within this range. So very, very cool. There's a lot of different players that you guys got to see here. Was there someone that I missed? I thought I did a pretty good job in the last video, but please let me know as usual. We will go from there. Until next time, this is Rag, over and out, and let's go.